under a pristine sky and beautiful weather. It's time for ball. Joined by a back up in the booth, Mr. Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott, and Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we've got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over him for big yardage, maybe 6 points too.
Well, a tough start for both of these teams, still searching for their first one of the season as we get going in week 3. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. So here comes field for their first drive of the game. And we'll get a look at a man who's been around the block quite a few times now.
Some tough luck last week for this quarterback, Kate. 2 touchdowns, the 1 interception, and you just know the way it works. These coaches love to tell us they always think about the losses. They sting way more than the wins. It's the same thing with the quarterback. He's not thinking about the touchdowns. He's thinking about correcting that interception and knowing right here he's got to play some clean ball.
Cut by Sutton. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And it'll be first down, Kansas City. Right up the gut. And he's brought down after a short gain. A look at his numbers on the ground from last week here. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. Fits it through the middle. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. First and goal. From the red zone now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction.
You know what I call that, Kate? Punch, and you took a punch, but then you countered right back. You give up a big play, massive play, but you don't hang your head. You come right back, you get a sack of your own, and you change the momentum as quickly as you can.
Gotta forget about first down in a hurry. They need a chunk of yards here on second and goal. Another try following the sack. This one's knocked away, so that's incomplete, and now we've got a flag down. This may be against the offense as well. You got a major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing them. Throwing on second and real long here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they're headed in reverse after that sack.
Kate, I can think of an older football video game title where 30 yards to go was the default and easily attainable by an offense. Well, this is not that title, and this is borderline impossible. In fact, I can hear a coordinator saying in the ear to the QB, hey, this call, it's on you. Good luck.
Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that forces them to fourth and goal. So they send out the field goal units and try for 3 on this one. A 49-yarder in front of him here. And this one had a brief chance, but not a good kick in the end. He misses it. And we continue to await our opening score of this ball game.
Goal to go, and to come away with nothing. Zip, zilch, nothing. It's not all on him for missing the kick. He could shoulder the blame with the 11 other guys who couldn't find the end zone on first, second, or even third and goal.
Good starting field position. Get ready for first and 10. They go play action here. This is reeled in by Jackson. And he'll get it up to the 44.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
They'll run now on second down. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Here's 2nd and 14. Escapes the sack. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Normally, when we say somebody's on skates, we're talking about that offensive lineman, right? Driven right back to the quarterback. But I think it's applicable for the entire offense to be on skates. 2 plays, 2 negative plays. Got to find something positive here on 3rd down.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You know, ball skills are not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge gain.
His work begins at the 31. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Big kick on that one, 62 yards. Set to go on offense. Markers reset, ball at the 37. They go play action on 1st. Has it downfield, working the left. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Free play here. Let's see what he does. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. Well, they saw someone jump. They took their shot deep. Didn't get the connection, but they got the call. A free 5 yards coming with them. Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him.
Still 1st down.
A bit jumpy across the way there, and that halves the distance ahead of him on 1st down. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Complete out to the right side. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when
this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
When we think about safeties, I mean, it's just right in the name, right? The safety is the last line of protection in the passing game. We don't think of them as blitzers. But, Kate, let me tell you, for a safety blitz to get home, they got to be great disguisers. They can't show that blitz early. That safety didn't, and the quarterback took the brunt of the contact. Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And they're on the board.
So he makes up for his earlier miss in the game. He knocks that one right through. And it's important for him to move past that early miss, Kate, because you never know if he's going to be needed for a big moment when we get to the 4th.
He's going to return it from a yard or 2 deep. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. After their 2nd drive of the game. They aren't even quite sure what this team is going to settle in as this season, Brock, but already this is an important contest for them that could have postseason implications down the line. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. That one vehemently swatted away. So 2nd down coming up. in his shotgun. They'll give it to him inside. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22. Extra man in the secondary now. Down. They motion the tight end over. Throw on third down. Finds him on the slant. This gets the first and more. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play. Setting up a throw. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. They're going play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Not terribly complicated on this one, just not the third down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently, little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
And oh, just a hair too much on that kick. The punt lands in the end zone. This one's coming out to the 20. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. Second and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
Second and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Hey, look, beyond having to pick yourself off the ground over and over again, all of these sacks in this first quarter have led to so much disruption. Kate, what do offenses look for, especially early? Get myself into rhythm. Get myself into a tempo. What do defenses want to do? Wreck all of that, and that's exactly what this defense is doing.
And this one does not go far.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter, but they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And the sunlight's not a problem for him. He looks up and makes the fair catch. We don't get a return out of that punt. Set to take over. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. First down, he'll throw it. Finds him over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. All right, here we go. Second down. Back to throw. Brought in right side. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
He lobs it up, looking deep to the right side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. First time this game they've looked to him. And they're going to be stuck with a fourth and long. Here comes unit. And they could really use a good one here. And he's had a very busy game already, Brock. Third time they've called on him as he gets this away. Secures this at the 17. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. It's up close to the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Play action on first down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
It's now second and 19 at the 18-yard line.
It's the end of the first in the showdown. Just a field goal separates these two. We're back to Kansas City right after this. About set for the second quarter here. They have second down behind the sticks. Trying again following the sack. Pass taken in by Sutton. And it'll be brought down along the 25-yard line. Got an extra DB, third down coming up. Now they'll throw out of the gun. He's gonna push one deep down the right. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that was just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense.
Bringing out their punt team. His first punt win 50. This is away and looks even better. And he's just gonna fair catch that one at the 24-yard line. So no return on that punt. And they're gonna take over possession. They're out and set, first and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it up to the 27.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Short pass brought in. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Set for this third down call. Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. Complete beyond the marker. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
From the 44-yard line now, first and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
A strong 9-yard effort there, Brock, and it brings up third and 1. Man in motion out of the slot. Here's the give on third and short. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Third and long for him here. Get some space around midfield. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. So they'll let the play stand, decline the penalty, and that's going to bring up fourth down. Fourth down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. Now this is a beauty of a kick. It's headed out of bounds, no chance at a return or a They're going to mark it out at the 6. Offense set to take over again. And this is an interesting game for both they and their rivals across from them, Brock, getting a key division matchup so early in this season. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when you saw the field. It's going to be second down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he gets taken down immediately, right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on third down.
It's third and 10.
Throwing from the gun. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, we all know, Brock, those slot guys start piling up receptions, and that makes them a priority target for the defense.
Yep.
They kept someone nearby, and they pick off that check down.
Yeah, if a play breaks down in today's football, like back in my day, last century, right, you checked it down to the running back. That's not the case anymore. These slot receivers, well, they're as big a security blanket as running backs are, but the defenses, to your point, Kate, they figured it out too. And that defense, well, they didn't just figure it out in their head. They went out and executed with their bodies to take it away.
They'll try and punch it in. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
And he cannot shake the tackler along the line of scrimmage. The makings of a goal line stand here. No gain on the run, and now it's 3rd and goal. They're throwing it. And the defender comes away with it.
Not a lot of one-play swings bigger than that one right there. That throw looked destined for 6, and instead, it gets intercepted by the defense. The only way to get bigger is if he somehow returned it 100-plus yards for 6 the other way. But what a gigantic swing of emotion.
About to take over. They come in on a little 2-game skid, Brock, but in control of this one so far. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll run here from the gun. He cuts it to the right sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A big 34-yard pickup there. 1st down. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be 2nd down. Running back sent in motion. Here we go, 2nd and 9. Completed over the middle. And they make the stop, we're gonna say at about the 37-yard line.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
No gain on the play, and that brings up a tough decision for them on 4th down.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Trying to push this past the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's a pretty clear plan of attack by the back from the very start. Found the lane quickly, didn't hesitate, knew exactly what he needed to get past the marker.
Hauled in left side. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 29-yard line.
Lone back gets the handoff. And he'll only get this to the 26 before going down. 3rd and 4 coming up now.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
They'll throw it. He has the first over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Working inside the red zone. And they will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The interception into points. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different.
So we've got a stoppage now. Figured this might be coming. We're going to take another look to see if this was indeed a touchdown. Well, this right here is where having all those camera angles comes into play. We're going to get a much clearer picture thanks to all the shots we've got.
Yep, technology, everybody's friend right now. We get to watch it again and again, unlike these officials who got to see it once in real time. We just have to see, is there clear enough evidence to overturn the call that was made down there on the field?
So the celebration can resume on that sideline. The touchdown stands. That one splits the uprights. And point ball game. Up and they will kick this away. Returning it from the 4. They get to him before that return can amount to much, just beyond the 15-yard line. After that return, he's looking pretty banged up out there. We're going to have a stoppage as team personnel comes out to look at him. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Slot man motioned over. Plowing up the middle. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Pass play coming here. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. So they'll let the play stand, decline the penalty, and that's going to bring up 4th down. Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. Has it at the 37. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. Led back out there on offense by their quarterback. All right. Field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Hits his running back. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Working quickly here.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Broncos.
From the 43. And that one's behind him. And that's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Completed to Sutton. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
They are throwing it again. Cut out left. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They send the tight end in motion. 2nd and 4. He completes it in traffic. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's 2nd. From the red zone now. And that one's incomplete, but boy, are they lucky it wasn't intercepted. That was a risky shot, but fortunately, they still have 2nd down coming up. Throwing it again here. Dumped off to his running back. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss. Here he is on 3rd and long. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Thrown at the depth where linebackers come into play in coverage, partner, and sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
You say that. You know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on my fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk and could do some serious damage.
Kicking team on to try the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. To a field goal game. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. So that clock's going to run as he takes a knee. We'll see if the defense wants to burn a timeout and preserve some of it. So that brings us to halftime here in KC. It's the advantage heading into the locker rooms. Now we'll send you south to our Orlando studios.
This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This was a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the third quarter. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. Offense headed out for our first possession of the half. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. They'll run here on first down. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
And he found some running room for a nice gain. Give him 9 yards there, partner, a strong gain, and now a much more manageable 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Setting up screen. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. That's a pickup of 9. We'll have a first down.
Got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
Ball at the 33 for first down. Trying the right side. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2. Man in motion here. Back to the well again. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. It's a pickup of 9 yards. First down. This one goes off right tackle. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
That's why you often see some mix, some high percentage pass plays on 1st and 10. You got to keep the defense honest. They're always looking for a run in that situation and a chance to stack them up for 2nd and long.
And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. That's 8 yards for the gain, and that narrows it to just 5 yards needed on 3rd down. They'll try and throw it here. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. First down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
On first down, they'll run. And they'll make the stop after a small push to the 34. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. Throwing with a blitz on the way. We've got a screen to the running back. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Pick up a 5 on that play. First down. Give now to the running back. And he's going to run this one well into the red zone to the 14. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next. They give it to him again. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Running it after the penalty. And he's got it down into the red zone at the 16. He picks up 8 on the run, and now they're going to have 3rd and 4. Ooh, the hard count worked. Somebody jumped. I think this is going to give them the first. Well, it's not a long walk to the new spot, but it is a disappointing one to make. Instead of 3rd down, they're now defending 1st and 10. This drive just keeps on moving. After the penalty, resets that marker. They'll run here following the penalty. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
This defense has been trying like mad to do anything to disrupt the rhythm, get the QB off his spot. It's got to be a massive relief to see their efforts paid off on that play.
Now we'll see a field goal try. It's a 36-yard look for him. The 13-year pro still doing what he does as he puts this through. And that will tie things up in the 3rd.
Well, that's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Kickoff taken at the 3. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Their next series, let out on offense by their quarterback. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off twice to highlight their performance against him. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. And they send a man in motion. To throw it on 1st down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. He's going to throw this one. Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
They kick the running back in motion. And this one is dropped and incomplete. He had the pick in his hands, couldn't hang on. It's going to be 4th down.
Hey, Kate, you feeling lucky? Well, the quarterback is, because he just dodged a major turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And they'll get ready to go on offense. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they're going to drag him down after a decent gain. He gets up to the 36. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Here's a throw. And that's incomplete. He's going to wish he hung on to that pick there, but it's still going to bring up 4th down.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback down there, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. QB super fortunate that ball wasn't picked. An incompletion, still pretty good for the defense, too.
That's taken at the 15. And he's brought down before the return gets far. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it's going to be their football coming up. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. Back-to-back carries here. And they'll only let him get up to around the 28 before taking him down. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Walking the tightrope there, but he makes the grab in bounds. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the 1st.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
1st and 10, looking to throw. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. From the gun, here's a handoff. And the struggles from the last play carry into this one. This also just gets back to the line. After 3 quarters, we're still neck and neck. Neither side has been able to fully separate. Well, we didn't see either side separate through 3. It's all tied at 10 to begin the 4th. Third and 10. Can this offense get it done? Throwing now from the gun. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. Could not beat the defender there. So that brings up 4th and long. Kansas City sends out its punt team. And he's been one of the players of this game. Getting about 50 yards of boots so far, and here's another quality effort. He has it at the 13. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Big kick on that one, 62 yards. And it'll be their football. So here comes. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Now looking to throw. Throw takes him to the sideline, but he gets both feet in with the catch. And he pushes it up across the 30 before going out. 3rd and just 2 to go. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Dropping back to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Looking to the air here. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he makes the wait. No, he didn't hang on. It falls incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that brings up 4th and long. They'll send out the punting unit. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. And this one did hit at the 8, but took a big bounce and finished its journey in the end zone for a touchback. Get on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They go play action here. He put everything he had into this one. And he swats that deep shot away, but he better not celebrate just yet. Looks like his contact drew a flag. They may still get this yardage. And it's as we expected, partner. The call pass interference, so put it at the spot and give him that 1st down. Pass play on 1st and 10. That's incomplete, trying to set up the screen there. This one intended for the running back. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. He'll throw it. Dump off caught by his back. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
Kate, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
They'll throw it again. That one's complete, right side. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on 1st down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
Still has room inside the 15. And he's all the way down to the 10-yard line. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he only gets this one down to the 9. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Pass play now. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
Looking for a throw here. Ooh, that looked like a pick for a second, but it hits the end zone grass. They are very fortunate to get this one back, but now they've got 4th down. So now the field goal unit runs on in a very big spot. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Tracking for it, and it's good! And that gives them the lead in the final quarter.
That field goal gives them the lead for the moment, Kate, but you don't feel comfortable when you look up at that scoreboard. This one isn't over, and that lead certainly isn't safe.
Return starts from the goal line. And he only gets to around the 15 before being brought down. Their offense out once again. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the puncher, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Right up the gut. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You spring a big gain like that, Kate, on the interior, 9 times out of 10, that O-line decisively won their matchup with the big fellas up front. They got those pads down. They created leverage, and they opened up that running lane.
And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
That's a pretty good stop on first down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
So often, so many of these games come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
He fields this at the 18. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. New series coming up following the punt. Set to go on offense. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Oh, he makes the catch. Impressive. Fights off the tackle, but he lost the ball. He left the ball behind. And the Broncos corral it. Well, he was fighting off defenders, trying for the extra yards. You understand it, but might have been what cost him and opened the door for that fumble.
Okay, you and I both know this game has changed so much in our lifetimes. It's evolved in so many different ways. But I promise you can go back to the 60s, the 70s, and many of these fumbles occur just like that. You break one tackle, you let up just a little bit, and that next guy comes home and delivers the devastating blow.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Now a give on the counter. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Good defensive tackles in this league, Kate. They can take up a couple blockers. Great defensive tackles, well, they stuff the stat sheet just like that, knocking that run backwards before it could get started.
Now motion him out of the backfield. Complete out to the right side. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Escapes his grasp. Dumps it off to his running back. And this one doesn't go far.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. But one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Quick pass, right side, complete. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
You can earn your money sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow. The prospect of overtime now, Kate's right on the horizon thanks to that field goal. His mindset, though, well, it's the same as all his teammates out there who are about to take the field. Let's go get this ball back. Let's find a way to win this thing in regulation.
Return starts at the 3. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful return. Offense heading out now. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. He's dropping back to throw. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete. Great defensive effort to reject that one. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Looking to throw. No better luck than the last play, Brock, as he just has to get rid of it. Looking for the back that time. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Their punt team. And he's been getting all of it every time out. This is away, and once again, he's caught all of it. And now he's going to call for the fair catch and take it just beyond the 30. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. That's a takeover. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. That takes us to the 2-minute warning here in KC. End it in regulation if they can. He'll look to throw it. He puts some air under this one, deep right. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
Here he is to throw. Complete out to the right. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Timeout, that's going to be their first. As they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. Here comes the unit. And they could really use a good one here. Averaging a little under 50 a kick, so away another one. The Kansas City offense set to take the field. And we'll see how aggressive they get to try and end this game in regulation, or if overtime is on the horizon. Setting up to pass. Brought in right side. And he'll get it up to the 27. Up trying to get everyone to the line. Back to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Now to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Up trying to get everyone to the line. Here he is to throw. And they got there in time. He's taken down. Up trying to get everyone to the line. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. They'll run it from the gun. And this won't amount to much. Tackled after a small run to the 32. The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Punting unit out now. Fair catch hauled in at the 18-yard line. We don't get a return out of that punt. And they're going to take over possession. It's all set to go. And even with some time, ways to go to get into range for a game winner. They're going to need to move it in a hurry. 1st and 10, they're going to throw. Caught, nice gain left side. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Prior to 1st down, they decide to call a timeout. setting up a throw. Finds him over the middle. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. To hurry here, clock's still running. 2nd and 1. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that first down play. Backfield is empty as they motion him outright. Finds a seam down the middle. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. Big gain, 14 on the play. First down. And they spike the ball with time left for it looks like one play. They're going to have a chance to knock one through the uprights for the win. Now it all comes down to the veteran, confidently marching out for this moment. And with 2 seconds remaining in our contest, we're going to see what both teams decide to do with this final play. So it all comes down to the right foot of their kicker. Definitely not an automatic here. This 41 yards away. The kick is good. He got it. And he hits one more time to win them this game. Out of here with a win on the road. And with overtime in their back pocket, they weren't going to lose it at the end, but they still managed to set up the field goal, and he executed the game winner. What a memorable way to win it. So for Brock Ewart, our incredible crew, everybody here, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time.